Hello, I'm Badgeman, a demand reduction coordinator and ambassador for the Drug Enforcement Administration. I'm reporting for DEA Today on DEA's Red Ribbon campaign, why we celebrate it and how. Red Ribbon is celebrated the last week of October with the wearing of red ribbons by millions of Americans across the country and around the world to symbolize their commitment to make America drug-free. Let's take a look at how Red Ribbon Week began.
Like many hugely positive things, Red Ribbon Week grew out of something profoundly negative: the savage murder of Enrique Kiki Camarena, a Drug Enforcement Administration special agent. On February 7, 1985, life forever changed for the Camarena family. Enrique Kiki Camarena Salazar, loving husband, father, son and brother, decorated Marine, police officer, and special agent, had been kidnapped by drug dealers, never to be seen alive again.
He was taken to a house not too far away from the consulate where he was tortured. He was kept alive by injections so he could relay more information about what he knew about the traffickers. And after a few days of torture, he was killed.
For his kidnappers, the story was to end there. However, for his family, friends, and a grateful nation, it was only the beginning. They hunted down, captured, and brought his killers to justice. They pledged to not let his legacy fade and his sacrifice be in vain. His body was flown back to the United States aboard a military plane. It was a sad journey. At his funeral, hundreds of law enforcement officers paid their final respects to a fallen comrade.
Kiki is not the only special agent who has returned home or who will return home on his shield. We shall not fail to honor his trust in us.
Across the country, citizens wore and displayed red ribbons, not only in memory of Special Agent Camarena, but for all those whose lives were lost trying to free the nation from drugs. Beyond that, the red ribbons symbolized the development of an attitude of intolerance regarding the use of drugs. In a 1988 proclamation, Congress established Red Ribbon Week to commemorate the life and work of Kiki and to show intolerance for drugs in our schools, workplaces, and communities.
Over the years, the Red Ribbon campaign has expanded and flourished. Today, the 7-day celebration, supported and encouraged by the Drug Enforcement Administration, can be found in schools and communities across the country. Red Ribbon Week is not to memorialize Kiki. Instead, it is to commemorate his death by pledging to be drug-free. Last year, DEA held more than 800 Red Ribbon events around the nation. DEA kicked off its annual Red Ribbon campaign at the DEA headquarters in Washington, D.C., with an inspired performance by the Howard University Jazz Vocal Ensemble, Afro Blue, finalist in NBC TV's competition for a cappella groups, The Sing-Off. The Red Ribbon Bookmark Contest winners, Todd Molesky Jr. and Anna Gagler, were recognized and awarded prizes by DEA Administrator Michelle Linhart. The DEA Community Drug Prevention Award was presented to the cadets of the Civil Air Patrol Composite Squadron, a volunteer organization working to address local drug and crime problems in their community. In Atlanta, DEA special agents visited middle and high school students. The focus of their visit was living a drug-free life. Students and teachers interacted with the special agents as they demonstrated the many uses of their field equipment. The campaign continued in Seattle, Washington, with a dance-off competition held by DEA's Seattle Field Division, represented by award-winning MTV breakdancing troupe Massive Monkeys. The Seattle Field Division won the competition, judged by the kids attending this Red Ribbon event. Although the Massive Monkeys dancers are wearing DEA jackets, they are not to be mistaken for DEA special agents. In Tampa, while visiting DEA's traveling museum exhibit, Target America, located at the Museum of Science and Industry, Administrator Linhart, with the assistance of Miami Special Agent in Charge Mark Trouville, distributed red ribbons to local school children and administered the Red Ribbon Pledge. As a member of the Guam Red Ribbon Committee, DEA's Guam Resident Office joined efforts with other federal and local government entities, the armed forces, and business and nonprofit organizations to educate the community about the dangers of abusing drugs. The committee has various Red Ribbon events for the entire month of October, to include a proclamation signing, island-wide poster contest, gate decorating contest, educational outreach, village Red Ribbon waves, community outreach, and a rap and poetry contest, to name a few.
And he vowed to be drug-free. What? Drug-free.
Now, we will hear from DEA Administrator Michelle Linhart.
Although he lost his life in the line of duty more than 25 years ago, DEA Special Agent Kiki Camarena's memory remains alive today because of the millions of people who honor his memory each year through Red Ribbon initiatives and by taking the Red Ribbon Pledge to live drug-free lives. The efforts of DEA Special Agents like Kiki, our men and women in law enforcement, parents, teachers, counselors, and all those who stand on the front lines in the fight against drug abuse should be applauded for their extraordinary work. Protecting our citizens, especially our children, from the tragedies of drug abuse is what Red Ribbon Week is all about. There is no better way to remember Kiki than to recommit ourselves to the drug-free message of the Red Ribbon campaign. Please join me in making the pledge and remembering those who, like Kiki, have made the ultimate sacrifice to keep our country safe from drugs.
As you can see, Red Ribbon isn't about being silent. It is about acknowledging the threat that drugs pose to every community and recognizing that each of us can make a commitment to make ourselves and our communities better places to live. So let's all take the Red Ribbon Pledge and do our part. This year, let's all renew our commitment to stand up, take action, and carry on Kiki's legacy. It's up to us.
Please stand for the pledge. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible,